Welcome back. Welcome back. This video is going to be amazing. It's about blood flow and how to improve your mental toughness and resilience. Super important. This actually ties in your mindset and your movement, which is phenomenal because I like those bangers. I like when I mix the 2 different or 3 different concepts into one video, because now not only if you watch the other videos, you'll just be like, oh great, light bulb went off, you'll know exactly what to do. But at the same time, some individuals that haven't watched other videos, this will just give you that quick hit that you need to inspire you, motivate you, whatever it is required for you to go to the next level. So let's touch on it. Let's talk about it a little bit deeper. Blood flow for mental toughness and resilience. So we talked about blood flow. If you don't know what blood flow is, it's part of movement, your breath work and your blood flow. How are you breathing, right? What is the breath that you're taking? How are you getting oxygen inside your body? Are you breathing properly? Once you do the breathing, you get the oxygen inside your system. How are you now mobilizing that blood? How are you getting that oxygen to the different areas that you need it to get to? That's where the blood flow comes in. Now, what's important is that this journey is not a simple journey, right? This journey requires you to really become introspective. For us to have a physical external difference or change or a transformation, what I like to say, almost like a metamorphosis of who you are, you have to start here. Right? In mindset, we talk about your rise ritual and your rest ritual. What are you doing in the morning to prime yourself for a very successful day? And what are you doing at the end of the night that's going to prime you for a successful tomorrow? Right? And so what happens though, when you are working out on your breath work and your blood flow, the resilience is going to be so primal. Not every single day you're gonna want to go to the gym or your fitness studio and actually want to work out. It's very, very tedious at times. Life happens, right? I'm not expecting you to be someone that has everything in order and you can dedicate your whole life to doing fitness. I don't have that luxury. I'm sure you don't have that luxury, but if you do have that luxury, props to you. That means you can accelerate your healing, accelerate your learnings much, much faster. I would love to, eventually I will, but as of right now, this is for everyone that's more normal, right? And if you're not normal and you are extraordinary, even better for you. But the mental toughness is important because for change to occur, there's gonna be pain. Pain is one of those prerequisites for you to have change. And blood flow, what is blood flow, right? We want to get blood throughout the body. We'll have to exercise. We'll have to do things that push us beyond our comfort zone. And when that happens, it's super, super important that we get our mindset properly oriented. So let's dive deep. Let's double click on the subject matter. Mental toughness is like right now getting punched in the face, punched in the body, getting punched nonstop, getting to the floor, getting dropped to the floor, getting back up, right? So I'm on the floor. I'm just like, man, it's so damn hard to do what I'm doing. But guess what? I know that if I do what I need to do, I can get right back up. And if I get right back up and I keep going, no one can stop me. I become an immovable force of nature. And when you become a force of nature, nature is going to be on your side. So I want you to understand that toughness doesn't just happen overnight. Maybe it can, maybe 100%. Sometimes you just have that switch and you're boom, tough. But let's talk about how we can derive this if you don't have it automatically. There's a few different types of audiences that watch my video. So, the ones that never worked out, that want to learn how to work out, that have the potential to work out, they watch these videos. And then we have the individuals that have done it in the past. They're super elite in the past when they were young. They played sports, they played some combat things, and now they let themselves go for whatever reason. Life happens, right? Life definitely happens. I know it. Life happened to me. The version you're seeing here today is not the version that existed before. I had to come back to reality and build that toughness again. But of those 2 camps, there's still an underlying thread amongst them, right? We have the desire, we have the willingness to go forward. And so what happens is, if you are in the camp that you've played sports in the past, very easy. I just got to trigger you and activate you, send you the cues, and you'll remind you of how amazing you were before. And I can ignite and catalyze you for change, for that toughness. Because all I have to say is like, hey, you played soccer before. Remember when you got those winning shots in that soccer field. Remember when people were trying to block you and you just knew what to do, and people pushed you down, you fell on the floor, you got right back up, you get back in the game. That right there is toughness, because no matter what obstacle come your way, you'll figure it out and boom, you'll make it happen. Other camp of you want to do this, maybe it's not in physical activities, maybe you do it in cognitive activities, maybe you're amazing in programming, maybe you're amazing in writing, in science, in arts, in whatever it is that you do. How do we translate that over into the physical realm, into your physical body? So you might not be in the best shape of your life right now. When you look at yourself in the mirror, you realize, you're not happy. But guess what? What I can tell you is that there's always a version of you. The fact that you came down from your parents came from their parents, and et cetera, that version of you is just a temporary version of you. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I put a ton of stories that ignite this. I try to catalyze it because I would like to use social media to be a catalyst for change. And so when you follow me, and if you haven't already, make sure you follow me, Shaq of All, and you'll be able to follow exactly what I put out there for you to benefit from. But my point of the story is, we have a certain type of body structure. The physical form that you're seeing here, I'm optimizing myself. You haven't seen me when I was skinny fat. And fun fact, if you were to take a look at my LinkedIn picture, I leave that on purpose. I leave that to show you where I started, who Shaquille was when he started this journey to who he is now. And that should inspire you to understand that for me to get from there to here and even beyond, it wasn't an easy journey. It required for me to understand that, hey, I'm gonna have a lot of boring days, I'm gonna have a lot of painful days, I'm gonna have a lot of sore days, but know that when I'm sleeping, I'm actually healing, I'm actually growing, I'm in a womb of Mother Nature, and I will come out stronger on the other side. Pain is one of the greatest motivators. Let's just say you came out of a relationship, super painful, but guess what? You'll grow from it. Growth comes from pain. I always talk about this Satori versus Kensho, something that Michael Beckwith has been talking about. I put it in the book Quantum Habits as well, and it's amazing. But for our purposes right now, understand that when you're in the gym or you're doing a physical activity, it will be painful. If it's not painful, maybe you're not doing it right. And if you are doing it right and it's not painful, maybe you just need to first get the form down and then push your limits to how much you can do. The goal is to always do progressive overload, right? We want to build a muscle to a point where now you feel comfortable with that look of who you are. But again, it's not overnight that will happen. It takes time and effort, a lot of patience. This is one of those delayed gratifications, right? You're not going to get instantly seeing the version you are through doing your physical activities. It takes time and effort, but eventually you'll get what you're looking for. So just keep that in mind, right? The toughness comes in because you will be pushing weight that you never probably will ever do. But the fact that you're doing it now, you have to be tough enough just so that you don't fall down and decide, you know what, I give up. If you give up, you're out of the game. And if you want to get out of the game, this video or the series, Alpha Health, not for you. We only want tough MFers, right? Tough mudders. I think there's like a competition called Tough Mudders, but we want only tough people to come in this game because it's not an easy game, but a game that is so fulfilling that you will reap the rewards for years and years and years until whenever you decide to go to the next world, whatever that means to you. But the toughness is super important. And the resilience is like, if I keep punching you down, putting you to the floor, the fact that you'll get up. Think of it like a boxing match. Think of Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson fights you and he pushes you down and you're just like, God dang, that hurt. But you're like, screw it, I'm getting back up. I'm gonna put this MFer down as well. That's the mindset, right? That's the mindset piece that we need. When you wake up in the day, do you think about completely destroying your day? If you are a tough mudder. And that's what we want. That's what we want to instill in you so you know exactly what you need to do, how to get where you want to get to. Perfect. So blood flow, I'm not gonna get too much into it. Obviously we talked about it, right? How do you pump the blood in different locations? Is all the movements that you need to do for you to get blood flow in the different areas. We all obviously want to maximize blood flow in the whole body, not just like, oh, I want to build my chest, I just do bench press all day. No. we need it in the whole body, right? We need it in our head, we need it in our neck, we need it in our torso, we need it in our whole arms, we need it in our full legs, toes, and everything. We don't want to neglect any part of our body. And then of course, not neglecting it means you need to be tough enough to weather the pain that you're going to be experiencing so that the body can transform itself. A butterfly doesn't become a butterfly just because it's a butterfly. It's a caterpillar that has to go through a transformation where their whole physical being gets ripped apart to create that butterfly structure. Same thing with you. You're going to have your metamorphosis. You have to be tough. You have to be resilient. Know that the other side of this story is where your real story begins. Cool. With that being said, guys, hopefully you found value in this video. If you appreciate me and what you're hearing, definitely give me a like. But what I love more than a like is you subscribing to the channel. What that tells me is a signal to me like, hey, another human being I was able to touch, they understand it, and it gives me value to make more content so I can give you more value and other people like you as well that can benefit as well. This is not where it's just individual growth. It's a collective growth. It's a humanity growth. And I want all of us to grow as we get older and go into the future blissfully. Other than that, I hope you have a great day. Hopefully you enjoyed the sunny weather in Lisboa, Portugal. Amazing, amazing being here. I thank God all the time that I'm able to come here and record these videos for you in a beautiful house with a great scenery. And what I want to get at is I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.